Welcome back to the Grind Fest.
I believe.
We're making progress.
I believe in this.
It's rough, but progress is being made.
Yeah, there has to be somewhere that I can hit like a good spot. Maybe up here. Maybe in here somewhere.
I just wish Vileplume had some more busting moves.
I mean, Petal Dance is fucking deadly. It's just like, you know, grass type is not always the best type. Is there some way that I can get all these guys in
A lot of
here?
waiting, a lot of chilling.
Is this like the best spot right here? Is that 4?
I think that's the one, yeah.
I don't know if I'm getting that last guy up there or not. Are you using all your TMs on Pokemon? Just holding them is useless. You know what? Bird Keeper Beck, why don't you just keep to recording classic 90s hits?
Got him. Got him.
Yeah. See how you like it. Guess what? This Venusaur can't attack this fucking Pidgeotto.
You can do some shit.
I have to heal.
I have to do this.
Fuck. Alright. Right, you go. Hate switching on the first Mon. Makes me sad.
Alright, more question.
Just splitting up that fucking experience makes me so sad. Alright.
This one's from Dan. And
Dan.
Sleepy Eevee approves this question by saying, this is a good question.
He just gets in. Okay.
What do you think about cheating PK, Hex, and POW saves on the competitive scene of Pokemon?
This is a question that I get asked a lot, and people like to run with my responses sometimes.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
As in like a, see this fucking asshole kind of thing.
So
I really hate that
I'm going to
mentality.
try and be... No, I do want to answer the question, though, and I will be as eloquent as I possibly can with this. I think that the idea of cheating is, in general, scummy. You know, I think that doing anything to get an unfair advantage is scummy, but I also think that Pokemon should accept this fact as a criticism of the fact that it takes too fucking long to do things like reset in front of a legendary, you know, breed down exactly what you want. Like,
Agreed.
It takes a long time, and even if it doesn't actually physically take a long time, that is some anxiety that and work that other competitive games don't like have. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Is this a wild encounter? Oh fuck.
No, it's a trainer fight.
Yeah, so you know, for me, the vetting process for like getting to, you know, having a Pokemon that's illegal, I think there should be a zero tolerance policy on actually giving Pokemon abilities and cheats that they
should not have,
that they aren't supposed to have, or will give them better stats than normal or something like that.
Right, and an actual unfair advantage.
Yeah, I think that's fucking bullshit. But the other thing is, I think Pokemon has taken a lot of steps with Gen 7 to make it easier, and I think it's much scummier now to do it. And nobody had to do anything to do this. It just naturally feels more scummy to hack now because of how much easier it is to do it the right way.
And they made it more accessible.
Yeah. And so for me, like, I don't have any problem. I don't like invalidate anybody who does it because I understand why you do it. Probably it's just because it's a lot of effort to like start from scratch with a team. To, you know, and if you mess up on EVs, for example, like you really have to work to like
It's fucked.
undo the EVs or something like that, you know? And I also want to be clear that knowing how to do it, knowing how to breed a Pokemon properly, doesn't make it good. Does that make sense? Because that's a thing that I face a lot in the Pokemon world, and just in like my discussions about game design in general. It's like I say something critical about something, and then people respond with, "It was easy for me," and I'm like, it doesn't matter whether you were able to do it. It matters whether I think it was when I'm saying something like this, it matters whether I think it was the best way or how I think it was achieved, like the skill with which it was achieved. Do I think that you should cheat?
Oh shit, I used acid, sorry.
It's all good, he died.
I looked down for 1 second.
Do I think that cheating is bad in Pokemon? Yeah. Do I wish it didn't happen? Yes. am I gonna rake somebody across the coals for doing it because they need to save time and like, you know, especially if they're like a YouTuber, which is the thing that supports the competitive scene and like funnels money into it and gets people caring about it. Like I really don't have a problem with it at all. And I don't even think it shouldn't be against the rules. I think it should be against the rules, but if it's not harming anybody.
Do you think there's a way to optimize it? Like
they are doing things.
I mean, what if like you beat the game and it's like, great, now you can do, like basically have the Pokemon Showdown equivalent built into the game.
I think there's a line that you got to walk there because I think that it should still feel like special to breed Pokemon. Like
sure,
there's some work elements.
There's a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people who play Pokemon who aren't playing for the competitive. Like the competitive Pokemon scene is not the size of say Overwatch or
sure,
you know, even some of the lesser things that aren't as popular nowadays, like TF2 or something.
Sure.
I don't know, something that maybe there'd be a tournament for, but that I got to get this guy to my party slot. This is driving me crazy.
Spearow?
Venusaur.
Oh, Venusaur, you can't do anything.
I keep forgetting to switch him out because I'm trying to make my point. What was I saying? Shit.
There should be something special about.
Yeah, it still has to feel like there's work that you need to put in, and it still has to be valuable to be good at breeding Pokemon. And I think that shininess and breeding and like I think there's plenty of like really hard tasks unrelated to competitive Pokemon that have to do with breeding that it's still like badass to be a breeder. And I think that the people who do breed, like if there was somebody out there who I could pay to hack Pokemon for me or somebody out there who I could pay to legit breed those Pokemon for me as a
person who doesn't have the time to do it.
Yeah, as a person who doesn't have the time, I would pay more to the person who did it legit because I think it should be done legit. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Like
agreed.
I think that's the healthy way to do it is to, you know, get somebody who does have the time to do it for you. And if you know they're a good breeder and that they're doing it legit, like that's all the better. But I would never fault somebody for doing it because I really think the only barrier is time. And that's really the only thing that it's saving.
That's good. Yeah. I like it. I pretty much agree. Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, I just backed out of my question, so I gotta find my spot again.
Fuck, I did it again.
What, Venusaur in?
Yeah. Shit.
Nah, shit. Vileplume, I want to give you an item so you're never confused.
He just blew away my Raichu.
Is there a way to do that?
What?
Give an item to a Pokemon to not have a status ailment?
Yeah, there's some berries you can use that'll, like, cure it instantly.
You mean, like, to stop it from getting them?
Like, can I give him, like, his favorite toy and it makes him remember who he is so he doesn't fucking...
Doesn't beat himself up?
In the newer games, you can, between battles, just, like, play with your Pokemon for a second and get rid of their status effects. But in battle, like, you can give it a Lumberry to hold and it will cure one, but then it uses up the berry.
Yeah, so you don't get to use it again.
You need a grip of berries.
Alright, found my spot. Alright, this is from Joshua Benoit?
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 How do you spell it?
B-E-N-O-I-T?
B-E-N-O-I-T.
Benoit.
Benoit.
Is a shark on land more deadly than a grizzly bear in the ocean?
Is a shark on land more deadly than a grizzly bear in the ocean?
I think so.
No.
Well, I mean, the shark doesn't have arms, so...
Yeah, the bear at least can move around.
Yeah,
like, the bear's not...
The bears are actually good swingers.
Bears swim,
yeah,
so...
bears are good swimmers.
Yeah, depending on where that bear is at, like, he's probably good.
Unless it was, like, if you're talking about, like, an animal that's, like if a bear looked like a shark and a shark looked like a bear, I would be terrified.
They'd be fucking horrifying.
That mean that shark has massive teeth and arms, and the bear is basically a water dog.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I hate both of those ideas.
It's good. It's good shit. This is from Lesbian Fox Girl Gundam Pilot.
Sick. Love this, like, visual.
All right. Do you ever wish Wallace could talk? And what do you think he'd say?
I think we talked about this before, actually.
I would love it if Wallace could talk and he was smart as a human. But if he was a dog that was just, like, as smart as a dog, but he could, like, speak English words, it would be the worst. It would be worse.
He'd be like, food.
Yeah,
food,
it's already bad that I can't understand what the fuck he's saying to me all the time. Hey, you know what would be great is if I could just remember
to change
my
Venusaur
Pokemon.
out?
Yeah, it'd be sick. That's how I feel. Like, if he was just like, hey!
Hey,
I would hate
that. Just yelling at you all the time.
Hey, hi, hello, hi.
Sick.
Hi,
My level
hi,
15
hi,
Spearow
hi,
got
hi.
dragged out. Grab. This is tight because now it's going to level up a bunch of times.
Are there any games? This is from that Josh over there.
That Josh over there.
Josh over there.
Okay.
Are there any games that have received remakes / ports that you wish hadn't? If so, why?
Hadn't. I think that the only thing that I wish is that publishers put in more effort when they port a game.
Yeah.
Or like redo it, because Square Enix is like ruining its games.
Woof.
Like, not every game. Some of the games they do a great job. Final Fantasy IX looks amazing. But like Chrono Trigger on PC is like depressing.
Is it rough?
And
Oh man,
I want to know why. Like, I would love to know like why that's the case. Like, if it's a money thing or what.
you know what it might be, honestly, and this is I have no problem like assuming this. I don't mean Square Enix, and I'm not talking about like antagonizing Square Enix specifically. I just mean in general. We have to remember that when we were kids, right? We had like the auteurs of gaming kind of in their peak, right? They were like they were our age, getting their feet wet, learning and stuff.
Right.
The people who were the auteurs and the innovators have retired, moved on, had kids or passed away, and now we have a new rise of talent. And so you have, I think it's like 50-50. On one side, you have new talent, guys like the Shovel Knight crew, who've been making games for a long time, who've been learning and growing, who are constantly inspired by their art. You can see that in things like Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War.
And Shovel Knight.
And Shovel Knight, for that matter, right? Celeste, you know, even like Mario games. Like Mario games aren't
The Mario game, Mario Odyssey, is like not a Miyamoto joint.
right, and that's okay, because the holders of Mario and the creators of Mario and the people who are pushing.
They can't be the only people who are good at
Absolutely,
making Mario.
I mean, it's why Numa's been leading Zelda for the past
Since like Majora's Mask or something. Yeah.
since for a long time. And so some companies don't have that. They don't have the Rockstar power, or if they do, it's behind closed doors, and they don't want anyone to know, or don't want to give anyone that power for business decisions. And so, in the mindset of some people who are running these companies, they just assume, oh, you know what? Like, let's just get it out there. People will buy it. It'll make money. We should just do it. But people are also trying to save money. They're not trying to spend their budgets, which is unfortunate because, man, if Chrono Trigger got the most proper treatment ever, everyone would buy it.
I would be like totally fine with it, right? If Square Enix was like, what's up? We're not sure it would be a sound business decision to invest the money that it would require to give you guys a port of Chrono Trigger on PC that is like worthy of the fans, the true fans, but we do want to port it to PC. So if you guys pre-order this and we hit a number, this like actual amount of dollars, we will spend a little extra money and make like an HD SNES version of this game for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like looks good. I would
Well,
pay for that.
I wonder why it's so difficult to port Super Nintendo games to the computer.
Because you want it to look nice, and like it takes work and time to do that. Like I was looking at like restoration for cartoons, and I thought, you know, like what you do is you just go back to I saw like a tweet going around, and I retweeted it. But in the article, it was like, apparently Disney, when they do like Blu-ray releases of like their older movies, like the example was Cinderella.
Yeah.
They actually take a rotoscope of the character animation out of the film, rotoscope animation on top of it, and like fill in every part to get rid of grain. So it's not actually the same animation. It's like a reconstruction of it. And then they overlay that on top of a new version of the background for that scene that they like source together out of like high res art.
So
captures.
they actually like redraw it.
They like remake the movie following a guide, basically, right? And so like I didn't expect it to be that way, and I don't want to render a judgment on that because I don't know enough about it, other than that this article made it really seem like we should be getting like higher quality unrestored versions of things sometimes, and we might be happier.
Interesting.
But like I I'm just using it as an example to sort of illustrate the point that there may be more to it than we realize.
Understood.
So, I don't know, but like looking at shit like Octopath Traveler, I'm like, fuck, like, what the fuck? Like, give me Chrono Trigger with lighting. Like, let's go. That would probably do better money-wise than like a new game with that same tech, honestly.
Makes sense. It's good shit.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
We've been having those meaty boys this time.
That's
Mankey.
true. Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks for the question, you guys. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the next?
Oh my goodness.
I'm leaving you guys. I know it's rough. You're killing it though.
I'm just back in Victory Road. I think this is like
This is the one for you.
endless battling here. Level 46 Onyx. Like I'm gonna Earthquake it right now.
Or Razor Leaf, or not Razor Leaf.
I have Giga Drain, but it's only 5, so I'm just like trying to.
You don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
Cool. How you feeling, Gerard?
I'm trying to stay awake, man. This is taking a long time.
It's the grind, man. It sucks.
I should have just hit it with the Giga Drain. This thing's too buff, but it's a 46. That's rare.
Yeah, you'll get some hits, some experience for it.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Alex Scarberry.
Cool.
What Pokemon best represents both Jessie and Duger?
What Pokemon represents Jessie and which Pokemon represents Dodger?
Oh man.
Oh boy.
I feel like Dodger might be what's the name of the Pokemon that from the I think it's Gen 5 or 6? It's like Emolga?
Emolga, the little the gliding Pikachu.
The gliding Pikachu?
Yeah.
I think it's Dodger.
That'd be cute. That makes a lot of sense to me. Or maybe like some kind of kitty cat because she loves kitty cats.
I didn't want to go too on the nose with that.
I was gonna say
fair
they're
enough.
both, I was gonna say they're both kind of like cats. But Dodger's like happy.
So like Dodger's Glameow and Jessie's Perugly?
No, Jesse's like Persian. Like Jesse's like
Kind of crabby.
no, he's like meow. Like he's like
Got some tude.
I'm trying to think like what's the perfect Pokemon like that.
Alolan Persian's pretty temperamental, isn't it?
Maybe Dodger is like female Wobbuffet.
That's actually really cute.
Yeah, I think Dodger's like female Wobbuffet, and Jesse is like you know what? I'm gonna change it. He's Malamar.
He's Malamar?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Malamar. I'm trying to think. You guys get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Fucking Malamar's got some tude.
I wish that I could battle these trainers. It'd be so sick.
I know, you get so much EXP. It's dumb that you can't do it in a dungeon. It's from MShill21. I think we might have answered this.
What was the question?
But for the three of you bearded brethren, what is your desert island video game, no internet?
Desert Island video game, no internet. I think we have answered this before, but I don't know. This is a hard question.
Yeah, playing something for like essentially till you die.
Forever, huh? Probably some type of roguelike. If I
Into the Gungeon probably would be if I had to play a game that never got stale, Into the Gungeon.
If I could, I don't know. Maybe a Metal Gear game. Maybe like a big modern game with a lot to do.
Yeah, like endless stuff to do.
Yeah. Maybe like a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne.
Oh, that'd be a good one. There's different builds, different ways to play.
Yeah, Bloodborne would be really fun. Because Bloodborne also has the Chalice dungeons, but then you don't have internet. So, yeah, there's something good that I could play forever. Isaac, maybe. Can I say Isaac and just like continually get content forever?
Yeah, updates just keep getting shipped to you.
Look, the way that it is without internet, it's pretty fucking expansive. So
Can I just buy like Isaac Game of the Year Edition 2020?
depends if they keep making it, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah. Hit me again, baby.
The real Sigerroots.
Sigerroots?
Cyber,
Or
Peacock.
like Siege Roots.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm going with Siege Roots.
Cigarettes?
It could be Cigarroots.
Okay.
Cigaroots.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Who in the office is
Sega World.
the most likely to take a bit too far?
Alexander Louis Fasciani.
I don't know, man. Have you met Ted?
Ted just doesn't understand. Like, saying most likely to not get the bit all the way, that's Ted. To completely get the bit and knowingly take it too far, Alexander Louis Fasciani.
Alex doesn't go that far.
Max.
He goes enough.
Max, then.
You think Max goes too far?
Max came to work dressed in my clothes.
Oh, like downstairs Max?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What other Max?
That's true. He did wear the American flag once. I was pretty impressed by that. I was like, oh shit. Okay, let's go. This is what we're gonna do today. Who do you think, Gerard?
I don't really know.
Chris? Bradley?
Right now, Chris and Bradley, they took a bit way too far.
It wasn't even that far.
The time commitment was the reason.
Imagining you guys naming each one.
If you did it, if you did it,
10% encounter rate.
If you did it in 10 seconds, I would be like, that's a good bit. Bradley, and knowing him, probably took 8 hours.
There's no way.
It was probably like, if I'm being honest, based on what I know about the game, it probably took Bradley 3 hours to do all that.
Maybe
That's
more.
still too much.
Maybe
That's
more.
Still
Maybe
too
4.
much.
It's a good bit.
I don't think it is.
It's a good bit.
You weren't. The bit is not nearly as good as the fact that you were on vacation
That's
and
a
you
good
made.
bit.
It's no. That's not a bit.
All he had to do was think and make a phone call.
It's great.
Onyx, get ready to get
It was
eaten.
like-
Look, Vileplume, buddy, I just need you to do some busting moves here.
Onyx, get ready to get eaten, dude.
That's dead ass Onyx.
Get eaten, my
God.
dude.
You
This
know
is
what?
some bullshit.
Weezing is the worst to fight. He just
Yeah.
smoke screens his way to my heart.
Weezing is your Sandslash.
Yeah, he's like your Sandslash, yeah.
This fucking blows, man. I'm sorry.
Speaking of which, Sandslash does appear in this cave.
That's cute.
It's sick, yeah.
I'm gonna miss all my moves.
It's okay, you can beat him.
Jesus tits.
Vile.
Oh no, you're not dead yet. You got one more
This is
try.
over. This is over. I'm never gonna do this. Yes!
You hit it.
You told yourself you couldn't, and what happened? You done did.
You done.
Vileplume apparently did it.
You done did.
Guys, we have to do some off-screen grinding because like this is gonna be another. Like we're not gonna be done for another 6 episodes.
We got some work to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be 6, but we definitely have some work to do.
It's taken me 2 episodes to get Vileplume up almost not even 10 levels. 6 levels.
Yeah, we'll get there, man.
I believe.
All right. Next time on Beard Bros.
Next time.
More of this shit.
Bye.
Peach.
Yo, welcome back.
Lie to your parents. It's a big guy. You fucking fish. There has to be something for people to enjoy while we're doing this bullshit. What is it? Real Sean Bean die. I'm Gerard. And I'm coming through his chest like Kong Skull Island. Purple lips. I want some pizza.
I don't give a shit. See you guys later.